Hello, this is Nick on the 14th of July. Hope all is good with you. This week's theme has been about moving from shadow calling and shadow lives to more true calling and true lives. And what I want to just touch on this morning is the idea of faith, that it requires us having faith. And I guess the immediate question that arises in my mind then is what are we having faith in? Because, you know, I've certainly experienced kind of problems, challenges, difficulties in my life, as I'm sure you have. You know, it's part of the human condition. And I guess, you know, the faith part is having faith that things will get better, having faith that our lives will get better, that our health will get better, that our creativity will recover, that our finances will get better, whatever it is, that we can feel more confident. So it's faith in a number of things. I think it can be faith simply in our own innate capacities. You know, we don't, you know, we have to have faith that the sun's going to rise every morning. You know, it kind of does. But sometimes we don't have faith that we're going to feel better when we are either ill or we feel depressed. You know, we don't have that faith that we're going to feel good or be healthy again. But what are we putting our faith in? I guess, you know, ultimately we can say we're putting our faith in a higher power or a higher aspect of ourselves, or simply just ourselves. You know, some people, you know, would say, I just have a deep faith in who I am and what I'm capable of. And I think that is, for many of us, you know, how we move forward in our recovery, recovering our calling, recovering our leadership, recovering our creativity, is to simply increase, well, as I say, increase the amount of faith that we have in ourselves, and increase or decrease the amount of lack of faith, if that makes sense. You know, perhaps faith is a natural state. And many of us have just learned not to have faith in ourselves and each other, not to have faith in something bigger than ourselves. So perhaps it's about removing the blocks to faith as much as it is about developing faith. Because I've certainly had many times on my journey where I feel like I've been following my kind of intuition or guidance or my sense of where to go next, and it doesn't seem to have worked out the way I thought it would be. So I've kind of lost faith at times in my own sense of guidance. But then I look at the bigger picture, you know, years on, and go, actually, it's all worked out pretty well, really, but it didn't necessarily work out the way I wanted it to in each moment. So it's having faith, I guess, that there is also a bigger picture and a, you know, a longer term game that we're all playing in the journey of our lives. So I'd love to hear your thoughts, but for me, this whole thing about having faith in our own talent, gifts, capabilities, having faith that we're not going to kind of sabotage ourselves or undermine ourselves, having faith that we can handle situations that we find ourselves in. You know, I remember hosting Susan Jeffers, who wrote Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway in London many years ago through the Alternatives Programme, and I remember her saying that one of the core messages of that book was, you know, whatever happens in your life, you will be able to handle it, but you can only handle it if and when it happens, and that most of us are going, well, I won't take this step in case it leads to this and leads to this, and then I can't handle it. So it's having faith that we can handle ourselves, handle our problems, handle our challenges in each moment. But we can't really handle them ahead of time. We can only handle them if and when they happen. So I hope that's given you an idea. Oh, hi, somebody's joined live from Canada. Hi, Kathy, welcome. I guess it's either late at night or early morning for you there. So brilliant. Yes, I'm just wrapping up now. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on faith. You know, what do you think of faith as? What do you have faith in? Is it simply faith in your deepest being? Is it faith in a higher power? Is it faith in a universe? Is it, you know, love to hear that. Oh, a late night, Kathy's saying. Great. Well, hope this has been a nice way to get you ready for going to bed in Canada. So, all right, God bless. Have a good day. Thanks for watching this. Bye-bye.